Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of the John Doe Review. My name is Danielle John Doe, obviously. I got this little mic on me today, not in my hand. I'm still trying to figure out where in our new place that I want to record the episodes. Right now, I'm recording at my vanity in my bedroom. But that might change because the setup I have with my little tripod right now is very interesting, okay? It doesn't collapse to a small version of itself. It doesn't collapse down, so I've just shrunk it as much as I could and stuck it on top of this vanity, and we'll see. I don't even know if I'm in the middle of the frame, okay? I tried my best. Usually I'm a little off anyways, though, so that'll be on brand. This week's episode will most likely be pretty short. I really haven't been doing much the last 2 weeks because June was just so crazy, and then kind of the beginning of July was pretty crazy too. So the last 2 weeks, I've just taken time to relax and be calm and just chill. So this week's topics are settling into our new home officially, rhythm heaven, if you know, you know, the Odyssey, and realizing how miserable the internet is during the whole process of watching how this movie is played out. And lastly, converting my friend into board gaming, okay? Don't knock it till you try it. And since this is the John Doe review, I'm going to leave a review for the last 2 weeks of my life at the end, but you'll have to stay to the end of the episode to figure out what I rated it. / them. Okay, first topic, settling into our new home. We are literally officially settled. Everything's unpacked. We are only missing one thing, and it's a desk chair for the built-in desk that we have downstairs. And we just still haven't found one. I want to get one, but I don't want to pay full price for it because I really don't care about what kind of chair it is as long as it's not torn apart. So I've been hunting on Facebook Marketplace and dropping by Goodwills, but surprisingly, there are no good desk chairs, or not even good. There are just no desk chairs at Goodwill. And I've gotten quite a bit of furniture from there because I don't know, it's slept on. If you go to Goodwill, check out their furniture section and their picture frames and their lamps. They have very, very good options, but I haven't been able to find a good desk chair. So we're up here at the vanity. Other than that, I love this place. I've been talking about it every single episode, honestly, but we've been able to have people over and kind of just, break the house in a sense of just no, this is starting to truly feel like home. I have hangouts here. We've already done a movie night. We've already done game nights. And so we're having a great time. And that's partially why we've just been so chill the past 2 weeks is we get to just enjoy the fruits of our labor, of the whole process of getting in this place, and it's been lovely. I love the location of it. It's not too far from anywhere. It's closer to the majority of my friends, which is very convenient. And yeah, it's a lovely home. We're gonna be here for the next couple of years, and I'm very happy. Next topic is rhythm heaven. Okay, so some lore on this game. It's a pretty old rhythmic game. The first time I played it, it was on my DS. So way, way, way back when. And I don't know if that was the first version. I don't know if there was a version before that, but the oldest version I know was probably 2010. I was pretty young when I played it. And it's literally just a rhythmic game with different little mini games within it. And each mini game is its own theme. And it's almost always something really, really goofy. I don't know, you're a dancer for a singer, or you're cooking something in the kitchen, or you're a freaking, those dolls that sit inside of other dolls of itself, and it's you can open it, and then, oh, it's another one, and then you open it, oh, it's another, you could be one of those, you could be a dog catching a frisbee, there's so many variations, but all of the mini games are centered around rhythm, right? Obviously, rhythm heaven. And that's basically how you play the game, is you go through these mini games, you can get medals, you can get perfects. Have I finally finished it. Yes. Fairly quickly for me because I take forever to finish games. It only took me maybe this is the third week I've had it, and I've been pretty busy. But I finally finished the whole thing. Did I not move on from a level until I got a medal? Yes. For the most part, I could get a medal within the first 1 or 2 tries. But some of them? Okay. If you've played Rhythm Heaven, okay, let's talk about the frickin' soda can jumping rope. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's not even the part when it has you do the little double jump. That's not the hard part. It's the fact that I don't know if my timing in that game is just ass, but I'm hitting A to the beat, but I can hear that I'm always slightly off from the girl that I'm jumping rope with. Side note, why is a girl jumping rope with a soda can? And why in the game are we the soda can and not the person? Okay? Anyways, that one was tough. Still got a medal though. Okay. I do have a degree in music. All right, so not too much now. And the germ one, okay, that one once I got it was pretty good. The germ 2, okay. That one took me a second. That one took me a second for sure. Let's talk about the Onion co-op game. Yeah. If you don't know, there's an onion and it's growing hairs, and you're partnered with somebody like in real life, like it's you can play it with your friends or whatever, and he's growing hairs, and you got to pluck the hairs off in the rhythm that the hairs grow. And the first 2 versions of it, easy, right? Third version took me and my husband over an hour, okay, and not to toot my own horn, I was carrying. I don't think we would have fully taken an hour, but we got there as a team. And also, if you are also struggling with the third version of the Onion game, the second to last rhythm, what the hell was up with that one? Okay, every time, neither of us could figure out exactly what it was because it was just a little off. Moving on. I finished it. It was lovely. I love that there's a co-op experience now. I don't know if that's been a thing. Like, I think somebody was telling me there was a Rhythm Heaven for the Wii. I never played that one. I've always played it to where it was only solo, but like being able to play it with Hunter, or like if I wanted to play it with friends, that being an option is really, really cool. Love that game. If you're somebody who doesn't like super high stress games and you just want to have a good time and kind of just forget about life for a second, Rhythm Heaven is the perfect game for you. If you don't have any rhythm though, maybe don't play it. But if you do, yeah, it's a great game to just pass the time and relax and just kind of mindlessly do something. And it's also just so cute, and it has really good tunes. The only time I wasn't having a good time is when I was stressing out about the hard ones. Like, I just remembered there's this one just centered around the letter A, and you're just spelling words that involve the letter A, but it's to a rhythm. It's really hard to explain. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. That one, yeah, no. That the second, like they'll do like little remixes as the game goes on, but they're like harder than the first one. Yeah, no. That one took me a second. That was a little stressful. Also, the one where you find an alien and he's just talking to you and he's like, oh, and then you have to be like, like literally those noises. That one's pretty stressful too because he starts doing some weird stuff towards the end. And anyways, great game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I think my favorite is probably the disc dog or the lady chopping the tomatoes, or I did like the germ one. I did like the hopping dolls one. Ooh, and the soccer one. That one's really cool. Oh, and you know what, music-wise though, the dancing one where you're like going left and right, that one was also really fun. But yes, highly recommend. Had a great time. Next topic. The Odyssey. So I went to see the Odyssey with friends, and I had a great time. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really cool. I liked the directing. The thing that threw me off about it, and I must say, is I personally did notice that Anne Hathaway could not really move the top portion of her forehead. And there were really high emotional scenes, and she still did phenomenal. But like, I don't know about you guys, whenever I'm watching something and I can like tell that their muscles aren't moving like how they're supposed to be, it throws me like out of it. And I'm like, this is like, ugh, I can tell, and I feel like she's a great actress, but I'm like, why are we doing things to our faces where it like limits what we can do in our professional setting, if that makes sense? Same thing for the woman who played Calypso. I don't know her name. Sorry to her. And her whole face gave, like, I've had work done. And she looks great. She looks great. But I'm like across from Matt Damon, who, like, looks like this, hard, like, worn soldier who's been through this insane shit. And she's like this lady on an island with just, like, a great face, like, fresh all the time. It's just, I don't know. I've seen some dialogue around this concept of like iPhone face, right? And I've never really been bothered by it, but this is the first film where I truly did notice it, and it did kind of pull me out a little. But that being said, I still thought it was phenomenal. I think everyone did a great job. I thought the whole conversation around Lupita Nyong'o not being pretty enough to start a war was so stupid, and to be quite frank, racist. Because people were like, she's not pretty enough to be Helen, because who would go to war for her? I get it, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but Lupita Nyong'o is a gorgeous woman, and I literally just think it's the fact that she's dark-skinned that people are like, she's the, what is you mean? And then they'll like show like a blonde hair, blue-eyed actress and be like, it should have been her. And not to say you can't be equally as pretty as Lupita if you were blonde hair, blue-eyed. I'm just saying Lupita Nyong'o is gorgeous, point blank, period. She doesn't need to be light-skinned and have all of these European features to be considered that. And, but I also think it is kind of poetic in a way that her character started a war, around herself, and then also Lupita also indirectly, it's not her fault, started this stupid debate online on if she's gorgeous enough to play that character. So stupid. She was great. Love her. And yeah, I thought everybody did a good job, including the dog. Shout out the dog. Rest in power. But this leads me into my next topic, where I've just started to realize that I feel like everybody's miserable online these days. And I get it. I've been hearing about that same concept for years now, right? People are so miserable online. But no, like, I don't know if I just really started paying attention to it this year, or just the fact that like I started like a podcast and I've gotten like rude comments from people I don't know. I'm just like, what? Whenever I see something online and I don't like it, or like whenever I watch a movie that I don't like, or I see a show or listen to a song, I don't feel moved to talk about it online and like immediately go to the source and let them know I don't like it, or that it sucks, or that it's stupid, or whatever. Like, I think I have rarely gotten involved in a comment section, and 99% of the time it's something positive, and the other 1% is like somebody's being like an asshole in the comments, and I'm just like going in their like replies to troll them. And even then, like, that is very, very rare. Like, I can't remember the last time I did that. Or it's me responding to stupid people on my cousin's TikToks or like Instagram stuff, because people be messing with her. But other than that, it's like, I just don't get it. Like, if you don't like something, if you think a movie sucked or whatever, like, just don't engage with it online. And then the stuff that I'm seeing around the Odyssey, people, like, I've literally seen people say, the Odyssey was terrible. It was laughable, quote. Like, people are saying it's laughable. Like, how bad it is and how atrocious the storytelling was. And I'm like, you have to be a miserable person. You have to be. Because I'm not saying the Odyssey was the best movie I've ever seen ever, because it's not, in my opinion. But there are people who are saying it is the greatest movie they've ever seen, right? And that may be true for them. But if it's not true for you, let's say you didn't enjoy it, whatever, I just don't see how within reason someone could genuinely have the opinion that that movie was like quote unquote garbage or quote unquote trash or laughable or just whatever. I'm like, yes, again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? We're all going to have different opinions on art. But I could still acknowledge when a piece of art is not in my taste, I can still acknowledge that there's value to it and that like it still was done well. And I don't really see how somebody could argue that this movie was done very poorly. Because to me, like when I say something is poor or like it just sucks, like it has to be like genuinely really bad. It doesn't have to be a like, they didn't get this right and they didn't get that right. Like it has to be like so many things added up on top of like really crappy performances, on top of just like the story makes no sense or the song really sucks or like the book just ended and it didn't even make sense. Like it has to be really, really bad for me to genuinely think it sucks. But like with everything these days, I see this where it's like, maybe I watched it and I also wasn't really moved. Like I wasn't really crazy about it. Oh my God, because I could use this as an example. I finally got into Interview with a Vampire, and because my friend who loves it has been like trying to get me to watch it, and I finally was like, okay, I'll watch it. And she loves this show. And I started watching it with my husband, and it's really interesting. I really like the story, but I'm not that impressed by it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm gonna finish it, but I'm not like, oh, this is like top 10 shows I've ever watched. Like for me personally, it's not. But I'm not immediately thinking like, oh, this show's ass. Like you said it was gonna be amazing and blah, blah, blah. Like, I just think that's so, what? I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I just think people are miserable. And I was talking with my coworker today about how I kind of believe the theory that human beings are going through zoomania. People are going through zoomania, and he was like, what is zoomania? And it's that thing where like people have observed that animals, even if they were like born in a zoo or if they're just kept in a zoo for a very long time, they start like exhibiting behaviors that don't really make sense, or like they seem like miserable or like obsessive over random stuff. And it's just because they're being held in like a habitat that their body knows is wrong. And so people are like theorizing that humanity's going through it because like we're living, like we're working 9 to 5, 5 days a week. We're getting 2 days off, but really it's only like 1 day off because one of those days is a day to prep for the work week. And like just people are, their minds are going crazy because we're just not able to live as freely and as like community based as our like biological nature is supposed to be. And so yeah, like a part of me believes it because I'm like, people are just so miserable. Like I'll see people leave comments on like my cousin's stuff and it'll just be so nasty for no reason, or it'll be like hyper analyzing her life, or like I've gotten comments before, not many because obviously like my community is very, very tiny, but I've still gotten comments from like random people that are just like assuming a lot of weird shit about me, or like just really fucking nasty for no reason. And I'm like, what? Like I would just never do that. I would never just feel so strongly. It would have to be something like really, really intense for me to go out of my way to leave a nasty comment or like to just shit on it publicly. But yeah, so is life. People are miserable. And if you're one of those people who like feel so strongly to comment those things, like literally why? Actually, leave a comment down below. I'm so curious because like to me, I have so much more to care about. I have so many other things to put energy towards that I just don't get the mindset, you know? Yeah, okay, I guess I'll just end it there because I'm just really confused and I don't know how to fully summarize everything. Oh, and to piggyback off of that, even though this wasn't a topic I said at the beginning, on top of this misery, I'm just going to go into a little side conversation. The racism and homophobia and anti-religious or just anti-religious freedom in general, people being mad that you're religious, people being mad that you're not really, like, there's just like so much, like, I'll see videos and it'll be somebody who's like clearly a race or clearly what religion they practice. Like, you could tell by what they're wearing or whatever they're talking about, or like it'll be somebody who's LGBTQ, like, and there will be people, they will be doing a video that like really has nothing to do with that thing, with that topic, and somebody will be in the comments like, oh my god, I've been seeing it really, really bad in regards to racism in specific. Like, I see it with all the other things, but like, I'll see a video and it'll be like it'll be like a black person talking about what they had for lunch, and somebody will be like, these are the people who we fund with our tax dollars, by the way. What? Oh, and I see this one a lot, like, always entitled, never satisfied. What the fuck is happening? And in the video will have nothing to do with it. Or like, oh my god, this one, I'll see like on a, like, there are random videos I'll get where it'll be like somebody talking about their faith, or like somebody being like, oh, I went to church and yada, 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 right? And it'll be somebody in the comments being like, religious psychosis is just on 100 with this girl. I'm like, what? And it won't even, like, are there people who are like religious fanatics and like are going through like probably some mental health stuff in regards to that? Yeah. But those are extreme cases. This will be just somebody being like, yeah, I went to church and blah, blah, and people will be in the comments like, oh my god, why are they talking about it? It's all fake and blah, blah, blah. Like, believe what you want to believe. Why are you in that person's comments? What is happening? Same thing with the LGBTQ stuff. People will just be in the comments like, they're not even talking about the fact that they're gay, and the comments are just like reaming into them on like on stereotypical gay shit. I'm like, what is it? I don't get it. The world is so hateful sometimes. Don't contribute to it. And yeah, but I have to, in my mind, like, same thing with the people leaving just hateful comments on random shit that aren't regarding these topics. I'm just like, you just have to be miserable. Like, in my brain, you have to be like a miserable, sad person that has like nothing else to do with your life. And if you're somebody who leaves these types of comments, please let me know how much of a loser you are. Okay, last topic. Converting my friend into a board game lover. This will be a short one, but a joyful one. I work with two of my friends now at work. And, well, one of them I was friends with for years since college. Like, since like 2018. And then one of them started off as my coworker. Like, we worked together, and then he was friends with my friend who also works there. And now, inevitably, we have become a friend group of three at work. But we're not cliquey though, okay? I've been around groups like that. People are always welcome to join in on the kikiing, because we do kiki quite often. But we've started just hanging out at my place and playing board games with the two of them and my husband. And we started off with Betrayal, and my friend who I met at work through my other friend, he has already played Betrayal. Like, he's a big Betrayal fan. And how it happened, like, it was completely unplanned. But at work one day, we were in our office, and I think we were talking about games, and he was like, oh yeah, something. And I think he mentioned Betrayal, or I mentioned Betrayal, but then he ends up bringing up how much he loves it. And I was like, oh my god, like, I have Betrayal at home right now, so let's have a game night. Then we invited our friend to also join us. They came over. It was the four of us with my husband, and we played the first round of Betrayal. And my friend, who has never played it before, was like angrily confused, but also having a great time. And then he ended up, if you've never played Betrayal, it's 2 phases to this game. The first phase is exploration, where you're like exploring this creepy house. And then the reason it's called Betrayal is because at some point, the second phase is triggered, and the second phase is called the Haunt, which is caused by somebody pulling an omen, and then we find out who the traitor is. And it could be anyone. Like, it could be the person who pulled that card that triggered it. It could be the person to their left. It could be everybody. It could be a completely separate thing. Like, it is fully at random, and I've never played a game, we'll get to there. Before this night, I had never played a game where I repeated the same story before. So there are so many scenarios to experience. And so my friend who's never played it before ended up being the traitor. So it was him versus my other work friend and then my husband. So 3v1, and he frickin' won. Which is like, I don't think I've ever seen somebody be a traitor, because I've seen before that it's somebody's first time playing and they end up being the traitor. But I've never seen somebody in that situation also win. And how he won was so stupid. His character, we were like kind of mollywopping him and beating the shit out of his character because we had to kill him. And then his character ends up like landing on a tile and drawing an item. And the item ended up being a gun. And so it literally was like essentially his character just put the gun up, and then at this point my husband, his character was dead, and so then me and my other friend were like, whoa, 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 whoa. The second his character got the gun. And so then we stopped like going towards him because the gun is pretty OP'd in this game. And he ended up winning, and then like revealed that he was bluffing because like I assumed he kept being like, yeah, I got about 5 reasons why you shouldn't fight me right now. And so I'm like, oh, maybe he has like some sort of power that we're just unaware of and he hasn't revealed yet and blah, blah, blah. Because in this game, you're fully unaware of like what the other team is trying to do. Like the traitor doesn't know what the other people are trying to accomplish to win. And then the other people don't know what the traitor's trying to do to win. And yeah, no, he fully bluffed us. I didn't call his bluff. We died and he won. But since then, we have hung out 2 more times to play games in the last week. And we've been up until like past midnight each time. Mind you, like my husband has work early and like we still have work. Usually it's on our work from home days, but we don't get to like sleep in crazy. And so it's been really, really fun though. I have always had like mini friend groups play board games, and then sometimes we'll do like a big game night with everybody. But these 2 friends of mine, well, one of them's newer because I met him through my job, but my other friend, he just like never really was into it. Like he wasn't a hater or anything, but he just wasn't into like the board game hype. And after playing Betrayal, he was like, wait, I want to keep playing. And he has actually, the other night, it was like maybe 7 o'clock or something, and he texted the group chat that I have with our other friend, and he was like, y'all trying to play Betrayal tonight? It was already like 7 o'clock. I think they pulled up close to 9. And yeah, and then we like played again until after midnight. And that's like, these are happening on weeknights. But it's been really fun. We've played Betrayal. We've played Quacks, underrated game. We've also played Command of Nature. Really long game. It says it could take like as little as 30 minutes. I don't know how, but it's a very long game. Really interesting though. We've only played it once and we kind of got our ass whooped, but I think it's because we don't really understand the cards, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out and we'll play it again. But we plan on playing Everdell next and just like, honestly, just keep going through each other's game monologues, because me and my work friend, he also has like games, and so he's been bringing them and stuff. Like Command of Nature was his. But yeah, yay for friends, yay for games, and yay for having an open mind. Okay, if you're somebody who's like, I don't like board games, they're so boring, blah, 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 you're not playing the right board games. Okay, find somebody who's into board games and they'll put you on. All right. That is the last of the topics. I ended up yapping longer than I thought for this episode. So hopefully it's not too long. But thank you for listening. I now have to rate the last 2 weeks of my life. I'm going to rate them 3.9 stars. Would have been 4, but I have been dealing with a little bit of more anxiety than usual. Okay, I go through phases. And yes, it is diagnosed. But I have just been feeling anxious about life and like making big decisions and what my future is going to look like. And oh my God, and I'm already 26. I'm practically 50. So that's been a thing, but would have been 4 stars without that, because friends. So 3.9 to balance it out. Okay. But yeah, just loving hanging out community time. I have plans with friends tomorrow to go see the Odyssey in 4D. That'll be crazy. Because I did sign up for AMC A-List. It is amazing. Look into it. It's very much worth it. You only have to see 2 to get your money's worth. And then I'm going to hang out with friends that I met in college that we've been friends for a long time now. And one of them is in town because she lives out of state. And so we're all going to have a little girls' night and I'm going to sleep over. It's going to be lovely. And yeah, I love people and I love community. And so I hope you guys enjoyed listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all of the things, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.